so high.
What's up? What's good? What is happening? Welcome to my live stream. I am the actual King Smith, and this is my Sunday vlog. This is vlog number 12, and my Sunday vlog is which is a series in which I come on and share some thoughts that I have. It's tended to be like kind of like a wrap up of the week or some information or message that I wanted to convey and or my traveling journey as I get out here in these streets and go and live life. So today's vlog heading is titled Don't Forget to Give People Their Flowers While They Are Alive. Now, what sparked this vlog? What sparked today's message that I wanted to share with everybody? All right. I think it was Ben Franklin when talking about the Constitution said something along the lines of the only thing of certainty is death and taxes, right? Now, I'm 38. Throughout my lifetime, I've had a lot of people come in uh, and make a positive impact in my lifetime. I most recently shared on my personal social media page one of those people, and that's my uncle Nate, Nathaniel Smith. I'm going to call him out by name. I've had him come on my Chats with Dad series that I do on my YouTube channel, and we chopped it up about, life as men, life as a father, and things of that nature. And he got real raw with me. All right. He got real raw with me. Well, Nate is somebody that, I know him by blood, right? But I didn't always grow up around him or I didn't always grow up with him. This is something that I could talk about on the air because he talks about it publicly himself. He spent some time behind bars and wasn't really reintroduced into my life until he got out of jail when I was around middle school age. I forget the exact time frame as I'm getting old and my memory don't work the same. Before I continue, shout out to Tarika Smith. We are not related, but we do share the same last name. That's my mod over there. That's my YouTube wifey. What's up? What's good? I appreciate you tapping in real quick. All right. But my uncle Nathaniel Smith was in jail for distribution of drugs, something like that. All right. And he lived that, young, fast money, fast life type deal and lost some time out in the free world because of it. And I've got a couple of other family members that have spent some time behind bars, contributed their time for their judgment essentially and are out living free now, understanding the mistakes that they made in their youth. Now, I would like to ask my uncle, and I'm going to ask him when I see him this upcoming weekend. I'm actually taking a trip down to chop it up with him, spend some time with him, as we haven't had that time that we've spent, just kind of chilling, watching football, doing things like that. So I'm taking this upcoming weekend and going down to Georgia, and I'm going to holler at him. I'm going to watch some college football and, you know, do some family bonding, right? Take that time and the opportunity while we're both still alive to appreciate each other. Okay. I would like to ask my uncle, and this is something that I just thought about. I'd like to ask him and a couple of my other older family members and relatives that have spent some time behind bars if they can remember what their mindset was like when they were doing what they were doing. Was it out of necessity? Did they have older men, and I'm specifically saying men as a guy. All right. I think that older males have a better impact in the lives of a young man than a woman, can. Unless there's just not a guy around. That's my opinion on that. Not a psychologist. I'm not sure if everybody out there will disagree with that. Or I'm sorry, will agree with that. But I like to ask them, if they had older males in their lives that counseled them against doing what they did. So I'm going to ask my uncle that question directly when we chop it up this upcoming weekend. Also, what I'm going to do for this weekend is I'm going to vlog my journey from Maryland down to Georgia, right? I'm going to talk about some things. I'm going to try to capture some moments along that. And hey, if you are interested in checking that out, keep tuning in. That's going to be what my next vlog next Sunday is going to be. It's not going to be a live stream as I'm going to be traveling back. I'm going to put my vlog up after I record it and edit it and put it up. And that's going to be my Sunday vlog for next week. Okay. My uncle did a lot for me through middle school and high school. Um, kind of more than my dad did. Now, my dad has been, one of the biggest influences in my life as well. But I've talked about publicly, and he knows this. I've talked about my dad publicly, and that when I was growing up, my dad would always give me advice for the most part through the lens of the church. Okay. And the way that my mom was thinking is, I don't want to hear what somebody did in 10,000 early BC. I don't want advice of these, that was, and those. Give me what's going on now. Talk to me about the girls and life and stuff from today's message, not from the Bible or something that was written in, with words like, unbeknownst, and I don't even know if they use that word. I'm trying to think of a biblical word off the top of my head right now. But I didn't want to hear all that. And that's where my dad was coming at me from. All right. He was present. My dad was present in my life, all my life, until I got out of the house and joined the United States Air Force at the age of 18. I haven't been back home since. As far as, home in a sense of I've been my own man from that standpoint. Okay. Now, while my dad was around, he was an over the road truck driver. And I understand as an adult that when you have to do what you have to do, being there all of the time might not be something that you can pull off. Okay. So my dad being an over the road truck driver, that never phased me. Like I was never one to, hold that against, because I always knew at a young age, like if you gotta get out here, grind and work as a man, that's what you have to do. Now, when he was home, I would have liked for my father to show up to my football game. He never did. Never did. He could have, never did. That bugged me because your boy with the rock in his hand was pretty good back in the day. And one of the reasons why he didn't was for church reasons. Okay. That rubbed me the wrong way. He's heard me say that too. I had never publicly, not publicly, I had never said that to him myself, but on one of my live streams, his wife had heard it and shared it with him. And then I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't have no problem saying that to him. If the conversation got to that, I can't just walk up and be like, hey, dad, so know how you never came to none of my football games? That impacted me. But my uncle did. My uncle, when he got out of jail, would help get me to practice. All right. Would encourage me to do those extra runs, those extra weight training sessions, stay on top of my grades, because he knew, as somebody that had his freedom taken away for a couple of years, the impact and the power of a good education and just working hard and where that can get you. Okay. He had lived through that. And at 38, when I'm talking to young people around 14, 15, which is also my daughter's age, that's the same message that I'm sharing with them as well. And it's funny to me because I can recall the messages that my uncle would share. Some of the other people in the church that I grew up with, like this one guy named Ike. Ike used to always, have you not only dream big, but act. And that's another part of being successful, in my opinion. It's not just what you say or what you would like to do, but it's taking actions and steps and doing things to make those dreams a reality, right? You can dream big all you want, okay? How do you get there? You can't just trip up and fall into success, in my opinion. That's a rarity if that happens. It's more about the work that you put in to achieve that success. And that's what my Uncle Nate used to tell me all the time, you know, put in that work. That put in that work. Like that was his thing. They always say, yeah, man, you gotta put in that work. Okay. One of the lowest parts of my adult life came from a lot of bad decisions that I made in my adult life. And in order to turn things around, I couldn't just boo-hoo and cry about it. I had to put in work. And I'm in a lot better position now than I was a couple of years ago after my marriage ended because I put in that work. Okay. I put in that work. When I look back at my high school time, thinking about the message that my uncle used to tell me about putting in work, I would have been, just a little bit faster, just a little bit stronger had I took the time to put in that work. Okay. A lot of my work ethic that I have now, I attribute to my uncle. I do. I attribute a lot of my work ethic to him. Um, there was this blue chip running back, which was the position that I played in high school by the name of Carnell Cadillac Williams. He played college at Auburn University, got drafted, and I think played for the Tampa Bay Bucks for a couple of years. And his career didn't really, you know, thrive or flourish, but he made it to the top. Now he was naturally athletically gifted, but he also had to put in work too. And when I didn't want to hit the gym or go to the track or run hills, my uncle would be right there in my ear telling me about how Carnell Williams had, 180 yards and 3 touchdowns. And how he's probably in the gym now. He ain't out here, chasing the girls or anything like that. He's out here putting in that work. He's out here running hills. He's probably in the gym right now. And what you doing over here on the gaming system? You don't want to, you don't want to be great. You don't want to put in that work. He used to be in my ear chirping like that all the time. And sometimes it would work, and other times it'd be like, man, I'm tired. I put in work earlier today, and they'd be like, yep. Do you think that Carnell Williams talking about he tired too? Now, I share these stories because I'm pretty sure that the people that are out there listening, the people that are out there watching, they've had somebody in their life too that's been, you know, a positive impact on them growing up or even now. Okay. At 38, I'm not done learning. At 38, I'm not done experiencing and living life, you know. Until I stop breathing on this earth, I will continue to learn. I will continue to take a look at the things around me and see what I can use to help me thrive. All right. But what I wanted to do was to get people to recognize who are the people that they should be giving their flowers to now. And for those of y'all that don't know, giving flowers to somebody while they live is a form of an expression. All right. You can't always assume that people know that you have gratitude towards them, that you appreciate them. Okay. Take the time to tell the people that have inspired you that they inspired you. You know, tell them that you appreciate the things that they do for you. Okay. You can't automatically assume that they know that. Okay. when people say, give people flowers while they're alive, it's an expression that's born from the fact that when people are no longer living, you know, if you go to a funeral, there's a bouquet of flowers out of a sign of love and appreciation for somebody that's passed on. Okay. And born from that is the expression give people their flowers while they are alive. So I want to give my uncle, Nathaniel Smith, his flowers while he's alive and tell him thank you. All right. And I'm looking forward to this upcoming weekend when I'm down in Georgia chopping it up. All right. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly where I'm going to. Probably shouldn't do this, but I ain't that famous. Heading down to Savannah, Georgia. All right. So if you've ever been down to Savannah, let me know where the spots is. Okay. I need a good chicken spot. All right. So let me know where the chicken spot is at in Savannah, Georgia. And what else is Georgia? Let me think of something that Georgia's known for. Oh, pecan pie. Yes. I'm over here talking about food. When I get down there, y'all know your boy likes to eat. I need to know where the chicken spot is at and where I can get me some of that good Southern Georgia pecan pie in Savannah, Georgia. All right. So look, here's my um, plan or call to action for y'all that are out there. Take the time to give somebody their flowers. Okay. If they show up for your flag football game that you have, let them know that you appreciate them showing up for a flag football game. Okay, give them the flowers while they're alive. If they buy fudge from your kids' fundraiser, make sure that you know that they're appreciated and tell them thank you and give them their flowers while they're alive. All right. That's my vlog for today. If you tuned in while this is live or on the replay, y'all see what's scrolling across. Hit that like button. All right. That's a small token of appreciation that you can do for me that helps me on the algorithm and gets my content out there on these live stream streets. Okay. I'll be back this upcoming week with some gaming videos as I go live and game with the Afros. And I got one cryptocurrency video coming up on some plays and positions that I'm in that I'm going to share with you, the viewers out there as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. Do I have any comments or anything to highlight before I turn off? No, I don't. So you know what? Y'all know what to do. Peace.